You are watching Soundwave's Soundwave Sunday. Operation Question and Answer. Initiate. Booyah.
Hello Autobots and Decepticons, my name is Soundwave and I'd like to welcome you guys to another Soundwave Sunday! 81 episodes. Haha, that's a lot. That is a lot. And a lot of you guys gave me suggestions for Soundwave Sunday number 100 last time. And 100 episodes is a long, long ways away, but I will take into consideration some of the suggestions that you have given me. Also, I do want to give you guys an update. There hasn't really been too many knack videos this week, and I'm having a really difficult time recording those at the moment, like technical issues. But I'm hoping to still be bringing you guys more knack in the future, and I'm still somewhat liking that game, I guess, a little bit. It's beginning to be a little bit repetitive here and there. So, I'm not sure if I'm going to make it a priority to spend a whole bunch of money to try and fix these technical issues so that I can record these PS4 games, because eventually PS4 will enable their HDMI recording, and then I can just record it normally through my Elgato. But either way, I think NAC should still be coming here and there, and we're going to work on finishing that up. It will probably just take a lot longer than expected. And any other announcements? Let me think here. I don't think so. My Packers are playing soon here. I cannot wait. Go Pack, go. I'm hoping that we can beat San Francisco on the sheer coldness of this afternoon's game, because it is going to be freezing, like negative degrees cold. And San Francisco, they're used to the heat. They're used to the warm weather. They're softies. I'm gonna go ahead and call them out on them being softies. So hopefully the Packers can win. I'm hoping that we can move on to the next round. That would be amazing. So, other than that, I think everything else is going good. I'm still playing The Legend of Zelda: Link Between Worlds. I definitely recommend watching that if you have not. Start from the beginning, watch the whole thing, because that game is amazing. It's got perfect 10 reviews on tons of different sites. And I shouldn't even have to say that about a Zelda game. You know Zelda games are going to be just awesome and amazing. They are the most complete, most fun games out there ever, in my opinion. Ever. And I will live by that until I die. No other game has drawn me in like Zelda games have in the past, and probably no other game will do that like this in the future. Well, I shouldn't say never, because never say never. But I definitely recommend checking that playthrough out. It would mean a lot to me, and you owe it to yourself to give it a chance, because it is amazing. And if you have a 3DS, buy it. Buy it now. Alright, I think that's all the announcements that I wanted to make, so let's jump into the questions. The first Soundwave Sunday of 2014. Here we go. Our first question comes from Joshimus Prime. Mungry, what are you excited about in 2014? Have a happy new year. Thanks, Joshimus. I will have a happy new year. And I'm guessing you were asking about gaming stuff, but I'm going to go ahead and break it down in a couple different areas. I'm excited for a couple of different movies coming out. I think the conclusion of The Hobbit is going to be awesome. That is my most anticipated movie. I cannot wait. I'm going to have to wait pretty much a full year to see that. I think Transformers 4 will be cool. That should be awesome, but hopefully it's done right. And there's a bunch of superhero movies that I'm always excited for, so a lot of entertainment things that I am definitely looking forward to in 2014. I hope to grow the channel more with more viewers, more variety of viewers and games. I like to be able to play a whole bunch of different games on my channel and not just stick to one thing. If I had to stick to one thing, I would go insane. You can never have enough variety in your life, and I live by that. I tell you that. That goes with food, video games, entertainment, women, and leisurely activities. Definitely, you can never have enough variety in your life. And sorry about all the girls out there. I had to throw it in there. But 2014, what am I most looking forward to? I guess just hanging out with family and friends overall, I guess. You know, you never can have enough time with your friends and family. And believe me, time goes fast. And savor the moment, I tell you. Savor it all. Savor it like a lifesaver. Savor it. Our next question comes from Randomosity. If you were in charge of YouTube and you got to change or fix only one thing, what would that be? Soundwave Sunday number 81. Randomosity, I know you have talked about this on your channel. You guys can check out his channel. He is a brony. And what would I change? I would definitely change the content ID system. That thing is making me more frustrated, and it's making me not want to play new games, and it is beyond just aggravating. It is so aggravating when you see a claim on your video for like 10 seconds of a background sound clip from some random musician, and then you have to contact them. You got to go through this huge like struggle to figure out how you can contact them, and then eventually he's just like, yeah, you can use that, and then it's like, bam, then you have to dispute it. Takes 30 days or something like that to get it back. It's just ridiculous, and it's just crazy. And then you have fraudulent disputes on your videos with just people trying to make money. I don't understand how YouTube can do this to us. It's just outright ridiculous. It's crazy, and I absolutely hate their system of this. Ever since Google took over and forced us into using this Google Plus and this ridiculously lousy comment system, YouTube has just went downhill. And now I'm ranting. I want to get off this question because I don't want to rant on Soundwave Sunday. I want to enjoy my Sunday. Whew. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. The practice of Tai Chi. It's good for the body, the mind, and the spirit. Alright, our next question comes from two people. I figured I would add you both in here because you asked pretty much the same thing. You asked what I did on New Year's Eve, and it comes from Candon Leon and TFOC Dinobots. And what I did on my New Year's Eve. First of all, I went to 47 Ronin, and I was going to do that before. My buddies were having a New Year's Eve party, so I was like, I'm going to go to this before because it's $5 Tuesday movies and it's like popcorn at this movie theater. I went to there. And I'm a huge fan of Kung Fu movies. I can recommend some good Kung Fu movies to you guys, like On Bak, IP Man, and like Drunken Master with Jackie Chan. But I cannot recommend you seeing 47 Ronin. That movie was boring. I kid you not. Like I thought they spent like $100 million on special effects. I saw like 3 special effects during the whole movie. There was like a guy flying through the air with a robe and like a girl turning into a wolf, and then there was a dragon. Like, that's all? That's all you get for $100 million? Come on! That movie, I was expecting more out of my boy, Keanu Reeves. He is the one. He is the master. He travels in time through a telephone booth. I mean, come on. He does it all, but he didn't do it in 47 Ronin. And then I went to that New Year's Eve party, had a blast. Didn't, like, stay out, like, crazy late. I probably stayed till, like, 1:30. Getting up there, like, where people didn't want to stay because it's... Okay, I live in Wisconsin, and everybody wants to stay in their house this time of year. Believe me, it is like, let me check my phone. My phone's not around me. Okay, I'm not going to check the weather, but I can guarantee it's in the negative degrees, and it is just freezing when you go outside, and there's a chance your car might start, might not start, and all that stuff could go wrong. So, the winter here is terrible. It's basically like the Game of Thrones winter in Wisconsin. So, I definitely hope to move somewhere warm during the winter at some point in my life. I would think that'd be amazing to have 2 different houses. And I don't know how I got on this little rant. This is like Rant Soundwave Sunday here. Okay. Our next question comes from Pixar Prime 10. Hi Mungry, how's it going? First off, I love Dragon Ball Z, the show and the games. I've never seen the show. The games are rather interesting. I think I'm more into the Naruto games, though. The last one I demoed was pretty awesome. And second, that was... Whoa, what was your favorite game of 2013? Mine were Zelda, A Link Between Worlds, and Pikmin 3, Soundwave Sunday, number 81. I'm going to break it down with 3 games here for my favorite overall of 2013. Number 3 is kind of like an iffy one, because I don't know if it came out in 2012 or 2013, but I still play it all the time, and it's getting better and better, and there's some bugs here and there. It's definitely still in like beta, but it's supposed to be released officially. I don't know what that means because you can already buy stuff for it this year, but it's supposed to be officially released, and that is Smite. It's a PC game. It's an online MOBA, and it's basically like a League of Legends, or what other MOBAs are there? Guardians of Middle Earth. I can't think of Dota 2. It's basically like that, but it's in third-person view. I still play that game all the time. I love it. You guys can add me on there if you feel like playing. Use my referral link. Search my channel for a Poseidon Smite video. Just type in Smite and you'll find it. And use my referral link in there. I'll put it in the description below, actually, if you guys want to check it out, play it. It's super fun. There is a huge learning curve for it, though. Like, huge. Like, it's going to take you, like, 2 or 3 months to get good at this game. Especially now. It's not easy to play. It's not It's probably the hardest one to pick up and play out of all the MOBAs. I've played League of Legends. I've played a little bit of Dota 2. I've played Guardians of Middle-earth, and Smite is by far the hardest one to learn, in my opinion. It's just harder on the controls. You constantly have to be doing it. There's a lot of precision-based attacks versus like just point and clicking things on the other MOBAs. So I definitely recommend that. I'll put that on my number 3 spot. Number 2, Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time. That game was amazing. That game was so fun. That was probably one of my most favorite playthroughs I've ever done on the channel. I thought it went so smooth, so perfect, and I love the Sly series. And that game was awesome. That game, there was nothing bad about that game I can think of offhand. That game was a great experience. That's it. It was a great experience. It was a blast, and you guys loved it. I mean, Bob. Who can forget about Bob? And Ryoichi Cooper. Come on. There's so many memorable people in there. Even the Guru made an appearance at one time. Well, not actually physical, but there was a picture of him. There was a lot of awesome moments in that game, and I cannot wait for Sly 5. I know it's coming. It's got to come. There's that weird ending cliffhanger. It's got to come sometime. I'm hoping. And number 1, easily The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. I'm not even done with it right now, but this game is just outstanding. It's amazing. Zelda never ceases to amaze me. They're always doing something new, something fresh, and they always have just like the best adventure. I always find myself thinking that I'm actually Link and I'm out there to save the princess, and it's just an amazing game. That series is my favorite of all time, so maybe I'm a little biased towards it, but I'm gonna give it the number 1 spot. Pikmin 3, we'll put that at number 4. Pikmin was crazy fun, and I wish Nintendo would stop claiming my videos from Pikmin and Mario, because then I'd be a little bit more happy about giving them a spot on the list. But Pikmin was awesome too. Alright, our next question comes from Brooklyn Child 97. Yo Mungry, I have a silly yet long-term type deal question, and I'm hoping you'll answer. Is there ever going to be a Mrs. Mungry, and will you sometimes do walkthroughs and Soundwave Sundays with her? Soundwave Sunday 81. And yeah, there will be. There for sure will be. I can guarantee it. I've worked very hard over the last 2 years. I've almost worked so hard that it's been almost, I don't know, it's like a work combination with play combination for a lot of hours during the day. I spend a lot of time editing, more time editing than you actually do recording videos, especially when you get some crazy editing stuff like The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds, where you're doing other stuff on the side to make it more fun and interactive for the audience. And plus, I also have another channel over at BroBras, and I do a ton of editing over there. Eric and I are working hard on that channel. We're starting to run out of videos, and we're hoping we can get more views, more subscribers over there, because then it would give us more incentive to make more and more videos for you guys, because that is a blast over there as well. I am not answering the question whatsoever here, but yes, I do want to get a Mrs. Mungry, that's for sure. I don't think, well, it's up to her if she would want to do that. We're talking about the way future. People in general desire love. They desire love, happiness, food, shelter, stuff like that. So yeah, I can guarantee that. I've had multiple girlfriends in the past, and never on a serious engagement kind of, I guess, relationship. Never went to that, escalated to that level or anything. I just, I never was ready for that. I'm still not ready for kids or anything, because kids are pretty crazy, and I'm pretty much a grown kid myself. I can't even take care of myself over here. But no, sometime in the future, that's for sure. Probably going to end up having to try out like one of those like Match.com or the eHarmony sites, which will be an adventure in itself, because nowadays people pretty much hook up through those. I mean, that's like the, I guess, the more not non-traditional, well, it's more of a traditional, I guess, way of dating nowadays. It used to be non-traditional, but there's no shame in finding an internet girlfriend, just as long as you're not getting catfished. That'd be terrible. All of a sudden you meet up with your dream girl, and it's a 500-pound obese, overweight, stinky, smelly man, and you're like, oh my gosh, you're a little hairy and a little overweight for me, but I guess I can make this do. No, that's not how it goes, and hopefully that's not how it will go with me here. But I do hope to find a Mrs. Mungry sometime in the future, and I don't know when, time will tell. Fate will be fate. You gotta put forth some effort though, and I probably do have to put forth more effort in that category. Like I said, I probably work too much, and I probably do too much things on YouTube, but I love my channel. I love you guys. I love what I do. I love doing this for you guys, and it's amazing. But definitely there will be a Mrs. Mungry sometime in the future. I don't know when, but someday. Ladies, my number is... No, I'm kidding. I'm not going that way. Anyways, I don't think anyone that watches the channel would be old enough for me. Anyways, I never gave out my age or anything like that. But I have graduated from college and done all that fun stuff. Alright, we're moving on. Let's move on to the next question here. Our next question comes from Coolright and TransPrime12. Hey Mungry, if you could be one of Soundwave's tape cassettes, what would your name be? What would you be like, Rumble or Laserbeak? And what song would you have, or what song would you have on you? What song would play when you eject, maybe? Soundwave Sunday number 81. The song that it would play when I eject, well, there'd be like two songs I would want. First of all, I'd want the Mega Man Boss theme song, the and speaking of Mega Man, I cannot wait for Smash Bros. And Mario Kart on a little side note. But yeah, I want that theme song to play. Or I would want Goodness Gracious, Great Balls of Fire to play while I eject. Goodness Gracious, Great Balls of Fire! And speaking of that, I would want to be like a flame-based guy where I could like shoot fire or like just flame broil some people. And I would want my name to be Toasty, so I could be like, get toasty! That'd be awesome. It would be epic and awesome. And I would transform into, well, I guess you are a cassette tape. So I would transform into a cassette tape, and then I'd be like a fire dude. So that'd be cool. Our next question comes from Kristen Gonzalez. Hey Mungry, what happened to Yo Ethan? And what games will you play in the future? And I don't know what games I'll play in the future. I plan on playing games that I think are fun. I'm not going to put a lot of pressure this year onto playing like a ton of new releases and stuff. One, because of the content ID management system, and two is because it's stressful and you end up finding yourself trying to compete with like huge YouTubers for views on them, and then you make it turn into view competition, whereas it should be more of an experience on the game and more fun, and I don't want to get wrapped up in that. I got a little bit wrapped up on that on some of the newer games this year, and that kind of bothered me. I want to turn back and make it more fun and just play games that I enjoy, because it is my channel after all, and I'm doing this because I love games, and I want to showcase the games that I love for you guys and make it fun for you and me at the same time. And what happened to Ethan? Ethan's still around. I usually ask him every once in a while if he wants to partake in a video, and he's usually like, nah. So he's kind of got his own thing going on. You know, he's 12. I think he's 12. He's 11 or 12 or something. So, you know what? He's just living life, doing whatever he wants to do. If he wants to partake in some videos, I ask him maybe every once in like 3 weeks, and he's usually like, nah, I'm just going to play this or whatever, or do this. And I'm like, all right, cool, that's cool, man. I'm not going to force him to do that. But you will probably see him again in the future whenever he feels like playing. And our last question of this Soundwave Sunday comes from Muham Abdi. Hey Mungry, if you are making the new Transformers 4 game, what would you add to make it a great game? Soundwave Sunday number 81. It's an extremely hard question, but I'm going to give you a really, really odd answer for this one, and take it or leave it. Well, I guess you have to take it because you're listening to this, or you could just click away right now. Did you click away? No, you can't answer that. You don't know I asked it because you clicked away. Anyways, I would give it time. I want to see more time and not a rushed game. I want to see them already making this game. I would love to see a great game, but it's a movie-based title, so it's not like we're going to get a game that they worked on for like a couple years here. It's going to be a rush to get this thing out, and they're going to sell it because of the name. And that's just how it is. There's nothing you can do about that, but one thing I would give it would be time. Time. I would love to see a Transformers MMO on the console, or even an RPG, or which would be amazing, a MOBA. A MOBA, ooh, that would be just awesome. I love MOBAs. I love Smite, and I think MOBAs are like the new generation of gaming. I don't know what it is about MOBAs, but once you start playing them, you don't want to play any other type of multiplayer game. I don't recommend playing MOBAs then. I just don't recommend. They're free to play, and they're amazing. But I don't know. I would give it time. I would love to add time to make it a great game. Whatever direction they take, I think they need more time. I hope they have started making it already. Otherwise, whew, that game might be rough. But anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed this Soundwave Sunday, the first one of 2014. Don't forget to leave your questions in the comments below for next week's Soundwave Sunday. And have a great, spectacular New Year Soundwave Sunday, everyone.